Warm word of welcome to bPaidreacha near Ennis in County Clare in the Diocese of Killaloe. bPaidreacha is one of those beautiful nature spots with lake and surrounding trees and a great kaleidoscope of colour that we experience in this autumn glory at this time of the year. And many people come here to commune with nature and to experience the presence of God in a very real way. Great spirituality oozing from the place in so many ways. Recently I came across an article online written by a local historian called Mary Hester. It was in relation to holy wells, and particularly St. Martin's Holy Well in Ballinacally, and she was reflecting on the Irish Church in the 18th century, which in many ways is very similar to us in COVID times in the year 2020. She was reflecting on a book that was written by Ignatius Murphy, who was the great historian of the Killaloe diocese, in which he was describing the church of the time, which was, I suppose, prior to the organised sacramental days and the churches that began to be built in the 1800s, in which the spirituality of the people was that of down-to-earth sort of prayer, where people would talk directly in ordinary everyday language to God about all their experiences. And they would have a prayer when they get up in the morning, a prayer when they light the fire, a prayer when they were tending to the cattle, a prayer when they were out in nature. And so many of those beautiful Irish prayers, written in colloquial language, were gathered together by the great Jesuit, Diarmaid Ó Laoghaire, and were put together in a great collection of poems and prayers and seanocla and sayings in a book called bPaidreacha Dúchais. And they capture so much of the spirituality, the strong sense of the presence of God. What a great idea if we were to revive some of that, the presence of God, and to be able to talk directly as our ancestors did. Perhaps at a time when we struggle to gather in a sacramental way, we can experience the sacrament of God present in nature. One of the very beautiful prayers in our bPaidreacha Dúchais is a blessing of homes and houses, and it's very beautiful, and it runs in our native tongue, and I'll quote it directly. It runs, "Gamani gia an teach seo an mon go dtí na mór, Gamani sé gach doras, gach clochas gach clár, Gamani sé an tealach an bord leagtar an bí, Gamani sé gach siomra a gcóir sábh colla na hí. Gamani sé an doras a osclaigimid go field an stranche ar an bochta an chomast ar nghuil, Gamani sé na fuinneoga a ligan dún lés a tholas geal na gréine na gealaí is na réalt. Gamani sé na frachacha an airde os ar gionn, is fós gach balla dangan atá ar dímplu aniu. Gohana siochan de réir sin dan ar górsan cion is grá, Gamani gia an uire seo a goin a chuineáil ó bhuiil, is go stiúra sé muid ile go dtí na ríomhrá héin. Amen.